Hey guys, welcome to a new video. This is Amber, and today I just fancied sitting down and painting some pumpkins in one of my sketchbooks. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm also going to be using my dried gouache palette, which I made months ago in well, I suppose it was February actually. This is my dried gouache palette, and I ended up putting in here all of my gouache colours, and ever since I made it I haven't really used it much because I've been mostly using watercolours and more recently some acrylic paints as well. So I just thought I might try it out. Really, I haven't used it for so long, and I know a few of you have asked me for an update on how things are going and whether any paints have cracked in here or anything like that. And as you can see, quite a lot of paints have cracked, but they've not cracked enough to go really dry and fall out, although this one has actually. So there was two colours that have really cracked and sort of gone a bit more brittle. So one of them is this red colour, and I wish I could remember what it was now. I think it was the Primary Red by Winsor & Newton, and this already had a really weird consistency. So when I filled this up, I recorded the entire process and I posted it on this channel. So I'll leave the link to that up in the cards, that video, because it was quite just a chill video. We just went through all of my gouache and filled this up. But yeah, the only colour that had like a really strange consistency was this. I'm sure it was Primary Red. It was like really bitty in the tube, so I think it had already started drying out. So yeah, even though I've like mixed it with lots of water in the palette, it still just got really dry and really brittle, and it just wanted to fall out straight away pretty much. And you can see all the little bits that are in other colours in here is all that colour. The next one is this colour. I mixed this one myself. So I mixed this one, and this one. I can't remember if I mixed this one or if I already had it actually. This is a purpley sort of colour, but yeah, I can't remember if I mixed that or not. But I know I definitely mixed these three. Like mixed my own like sort of favourite colours, and this one's lovely. It's still quite sticky actually. This one's dried a little bit, but not enough to go really brittle and fall out of the pan. And then this orange one is definitely doing that, but I'll probably use that a bit today. Oh, why did I do that? I'm going to try and fit that back in now. But I'm going to spray all these with water anyways, and paint some pumpkins in my sketchbook. Sorry, just a sec. Oh, how annoying. Anyway, so them two are the only ones that have really been a bit of a problem, but all the rest, even though they've cracked a little bit, they're absolutely fine. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to using this and trying it out. I've just got my little spray bottle here. It's going to give this a really good spray actually, all of the colours, because I'm not quite sure what I'll be using yet until I start painting. I would usually just use a little pipette or pipette to do this because it would stop all underneath the pans getting all wet then, but it's okay, I can just sort of leave it out to dry. Okay, so we've got some nice moisture there. I'm going to pop that over here just a second. And this is my sketchbook that I'm going to be playing with today. So this is one I made myself. I talked about it a bit in my last video, so I'm not going to bother telling you all about it in this video or anything, but it's brand new. I haven't used it yet. I actually made this to fill up this autumn time with just loads of autumn drawings and paintings. So, and I haven't even touched it yet, and we're already like, well, actually, I think today, the day this video comes out, 21st of September, is the official first day of autumn, isn't it? Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure, but it's got lots of different colour papers in. This is handmade watercolour paper by Pan Art. So yeah, it's got just loads and loads of lovely colours, and I haven't actually ever tried this paper before, so I'm going to do that today. And the colour that I really want to use is this one today. So I was going to start at the beginning, but I fancy using this colour. I think this colour is going to work well with my reference photo, which brings me to, if I can just, nope, trying to make things easy, but making things harder. This is my reference photo. I got it from Unsplash. It's just a little stack of pumpkins, all different colours. So I thought it would be nice for me to be able to try out my different gouache colours with this. And yeah, I got it from Unsplash. So I will link it in the description if you want to go and download that. Unsplash is a royalty-free photo reference, or just photo site, a royalty-free photo site. So kitchen towel, some water, a couple of paintbrushes and a pencil. My paintbrushes are just two flat brushes, just random ones really. 1/2 inch Aquafine De La Rowney flat brush, and one I got from Scrawler Box a while ago, and then this one as well, Graduate round brush. So I'll probably mostly just use the flats though, like I always do. And I am going to sketch my basic shapes out here. So it's got a normal pencil. Let me pull this up a little bit so you can see everything. So how are you guys? I'm recording this on a Saturday, and I want this to come out tomorrow, which will be today. I'm determined to keep up with my YouTube now, because I have not been very good at all the past few months. Been very, very distracted. But this really is my favourite time of year, my most inspiring time of year. So I'm happy to be on YouTube and creating autumn art, which makes me very, very happy. So this is just basic shapes here. You can follow along with me if you want. This won't be like a tutorial video or anything, but more of just a process video and chat, which I really do enjoy making these types of videos, because sometimes it gets a little lonely when we're creating art on our own. I made the bottom pumpkin a little bit big, so this is looking like a real mess. I've made it too high, so I can't fit the little stalk in, which is what I really want to do. So there's no real need to erase it. I'm looking forward to using this coloured paper. I haven't tried this yet. And one of my favourite things ever to paint is pumpkins. I just love it. I love the shape of them. I think they're super easy. I think they're super fun. That I have to do. I haven't really painted much for myself at all lately, actually. I've been very, very distracted with my paint and sip nights. I feel like they have literally taken over everything lately. 1 second, just need to find a better eraser. Here we are. This is better. There we go. Yeah, my paint and sip nights, they have really taken over everything lately. So I've not been painting much for myself at all. And in fact, I've mostly just been painting acrylic paintings ready for my paint and sip nights. So it feels a bit weird to be painting for myself again, actually. This will be nice. If you're painting along with me today and chilling out with me, let me know what you're painting or creating. I would love to know. There we go. Fit them on fine there. I don't think I'm gonna sketch in all of the big lines, just the main ones there. Just want to make sure I get the shape right, that's all. I don't really like sketching, very much. I want to like sketching, but I really do just prefer going in with my paint straight away first. This paper doesn't really like being erased, rubbed out. Okay, going to go in with my paint now. I'm going to start with my green. So I've got some really nice colour greens actually. I can't remember the exact names of my gouache that I've got in this palette, so don't ask. If you want to know, you can go and check out that video that I recommended to you, because it's ideal really if you want to know the colours, because I go through every single colour of gouache that I own. I'm going to start off with a nice big brush. I've got my little ghosty palette here, which makes me very happy, especially this time of year. So I've got a perfect dark green colour here. I want it to be really nice and dark, but I'll probably do like a mid-tone first, and then we'll go on top and add details afterwards. This is definitely a chance I'll be going in with some Neocolors to finish this off with details, because I do really enjoy mixed media. Do you know what? We're actually gonna go over the entire thing. This is why I'm not actually very good at tutorials unless I really plan them, out beforehand, because I'm always changing my mind on like, but this would be better this way. And I'm just going to fill in the main shapes, and then I can always come back and figure the rest of it out later. I think this will look quite nice on this paper. We'll see. Have you ever tried this paper before? It's lots of I was going to say lots of firsts for me today, but I suppose the only first is trying this paper out, because I have used my dried gouache palette, just not very often. Okay, dry my brush off, and we'll do the next pumpkin, which is the orange one. So I'm going to use this paint, which is like sucked that water up so much. I'm going to have to really wet that down. If you hear any little sneezes or little noises, my little dog Nacho is beside me. Well, he's on the floor down there in his bed actually, but we're constantly living in a caravan, so we are very close all of the time. I'll just fill this entire colour in as well. It's also very windy outside at the moment. It was absolutely boiling hot sunshine yesterday in the UK. Boiling hot. I just don't know what's going on with the weather at the minute. It's like one day it's really, really hot. The next day it's windy and rainy and miserable. And I was like ready to get all of my autumn jumpers out and sweatshirts and stuff and yesterday, and it was just so hot. It was quite disappointing actually, because when this time of year I'm like ready for cozy days and getting all cozy and spooky, you know. I'll just let those colours mix together. I didn't actually need to do that, so just chuck that on there. Right, that one's done. The next one is like a whitish peachy colour pumpkin. So got my white gouache here, and I wonder if I just go on with white. Oh, it's very opaque. Okay, so I am going to go on with my little peachy colour. Oh, whoops. It's going to be blue now too. That's okay. No mistakes, just happy accidents. It's probably quite nice having a bit of blue to it actually. Fill it all in. So far this paper is taking the watercolor, nope, the gouache very nicely. I feel like watercolor wouldn't really work on this paper. I don't know if it's supposed to be handmade watercolor paper or just handmade paper actually. Perhaps I've got that wrong, but I say that because it's got the white and cream that I have tried for watercolor looks, sorry, some where I'm not used to making videos at the moment, right? I'm getting halfway through sentences and I keep forgetting what I'm saying. It's not good. It's actually really annoying me, but I keep doing it. Not just on YouTube, actually, in just general life every day at the moment. But yeah, I've tried watercolor on the white and cream versions of this paper and it works really, really nicely. So that's what I was trying to say. But obviously you would need a more opaque watercolor or gouache to work on the colored versions. Okay, so that's the base layers, and then the little stalk is like a peachy greeny color, so we'll just mix them two colors together. Like this. On the photo, the stalk is actually sticking up, but I don't really have enough room for that. So now I'm wondering, should I add a background or should I continue with my painting and then add a background after if I want to? Because if I'm add a background, I'm gonna lose this nice paper, aren't I? The paper color, so I might not. Okay, so once I've done my base layers, the next thing that I do usually is mix or make a darker color. Whoa, that come out very, very thick and dark, but that's okay. It's perfect actually. And I'm gonna add in my lines in my pumpkin, so like the definition. This is the way I always paint pumpkins. So while I do this, I will either turn the music up for a moment or add some music because I don't know what I'm doing yet, whether because I don't even know what to say at the moment because I'm not very good at doing YouTube apparently right now. I don't know if I'm going to have music playing all the way through this video, some sweet autumn tunes, or whether I'll just add it for these bits. So we'll see. But either way, I'll see you in a moment. I'm going to add some music to this bit. Okay, so the orange is still a little bit wet at the moment, so I can't really add in the details. So I think what we might do is just finish the green one because why not? The orange one is sitting a little bit behind on the green one anyway, so that means that I can do this one without it sort of bleeding into the orange too much. So yeah, let's try some different colour greens and stuff on this one and just add in a bit of texture and variation, and this is why I just love painting pumpkins, really. I love this green colour. I'm trying to think which brand it was of gouache that I bought. And this green color is like my ideal favorite kind of green. It's cool. I think it might be Shinhan or it might be Holbein, the gouache that I bought. I think I need to get my gouache out. Maybe I'll do that. It's literally only here, so it's not like it's really like a problem, you know, but things could fall everywhere. Okay, I've got it. It's a good thing with living in a caravan. Everything is like within arm's reach. usually Shinhan, it must have been Shinhan gouache. Trying to find the colour of that green. So I bought indigo. Got to wait for this to dry a little bit anyway, so this is okay. This is my little gouache box. Just a little, I got a Costa coffee mug out of this once, and I was like, this is a perfect little gouache box. Got a lovely baby pink colour, which I love. But that green, here it is. It's just gorgeous colour. Moss green. Shinhan gouache. Shinhan Professional Designers Gouache. It's lovely. Did I get a dark green colour? I think that's what that is next to it, or did I mix that? I don't know why I can't remember anything lately. Maybe I mixed it. Yeah, I think I remember mixing that now. Oh, I can't remember what day it is right now. Yeah, so there you go. If you want a really lovely natural gouache, natural green colour gouache, then that is what you want. It's lovely. So I'm going to try and leave that little tiny triangle of the paper colour there that's showing through. It's quite nice working on this coloured paper. This colour is kind of one of my least favourites, I think, this orange colour, but I only put it in here because I needed, I think I put 12 different colours in here. And I had all my favourites, and I thought, I don't really have like an orangey colour, so. Love, love working with a flat brush. I feel like I could do anything with a flat brush. Tiny, tiny details, look, little tiny, tiny, tiny dots and details and stuff. And also great big, so I could paint like a whole painting just with this one 1/2 inch flat brush, I feel like. I think I'm going to have to do a background of some kind, but I'm still going to let the orange show through. Right, so that needs to go over. I'm going to try a little bit of dry brushing, actually. I'm going to dip my brush in that green. I don't think it's going to work because my paper is wet. So it's not really, the dry brushing is not necessarily working. No. Add in a bit of yellow to get a nice light green now. So I'm just wash my brush because I know I'm going to really contaminate my yellow. It's my favourite thing to do. Not to be too wet. I'm definitely going to come in with my Neocolors, so I think it's going to add in some real cool texture. This is a lemon yellow that I'm using here. This is pretty cool. And then do you know what I need to do? I need to go in with a blue. Talk about contaminating my yellow. Big time. We'll do some dots. Add some knobbly little dots onto our pumpkin. I'm going to let this dry then, and then I can add in the blue afterwards. Yeah, that's better. I wanted to cover that up a little bit. Yeah, I'll add the blue afterwards because I want the blue to be like the reflection and the shine. I wonder if I can get away with doing the orange one now, if I have to wait for it to dry a bit more. Let's see. I'm going to put this over here so I don't have to keep putting my arm in the way. Okay. So it's like a reddish, nice dark red. I think it still might be a bit wet. That paint still works okay. But it's just like really bitty, you know, gets all on your brush, all bitty. I think I use that word actually too many times on this channel. I'm always saying bitty. Quite a lot of these lines in this one. This is going to look so good once I get the Neocolors on for some details. So up like this. Just love the shape of pumpkins. I just think it's so fun. Okay, gonna leave that a sec, or maybe I'll add in some lighter. I'll let it all mix together a little bit because it is still a little bit wet. This gouache is thirsty. It's all nearly dry already. Got this like nice lighter orangey colour, which is coming up a bit yellow on here on the paper, but that's okay. Just add it on anyways. How are you feeling about fall or autumn, whatever you call it? Are you happy, or do you want to hold on to summer a little bit more? My favourite seasons are autumn and spring. I love both of those. I don't really enjoy winter very much, if I'm honest with you. I just don't like it always being dark. I get like, what's that called? Sad? What? It's not an illness, is it? But I don't know, is it? It's just like, I just don't like not having I just don't like not having any daylight, really. It makes me sad. I think I'm actually happy to leave this green one where it is, apart from a little dab, a few little dabs of blue, and then I'm definitely going to come in with my Neocolors. Okay, that looks good. You know what the orange one's got? Some dark green sort of dotted in. So if I do that now, I think gourds would be fun to paint because they're all knobbly and disgusting, aren't they? So I think I probably will do that. It's got quite a lot of this green colour. I made a prompt list, which I'll pop on the screen here, for this autumn spooky cozy season, just for myself and for you. if you want to be inspired by like a cozy fall, autumn, spooky season prompt list. It's got color palettes on the post on Instagram. If you want to go and check that out, you can find some color palettes to be inspired by. And yeah, color palettes and a prompt list. So I guess this could go, this painting could be part of the autumn harvest prompt. Oh, look at that. That looks good. Not that last one I just did. Okay, so I do know that the green one has got little yellow dots spattered about. So I'm going to do that. I think I definitely have put too many gouache colours in my palette because they're all sort of contaminating each other. The yellow's just gone into the blue underneath it, and so it's not really like ideal, but also it's okay, you know. I tend to be very, very messy when I'm doing my art. Very messy. So I'm not too bothered about things. There we go. I know something that'd just be super, super cool, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to get this lovely colour, which is like a mint green colour. I made this colour myself and I love it. I'm going to do it in little areas and see what it looks like. I'm having a look at my reference photo to make sure I'm getting it sort of in like areas that would make sense. And this is the colour that I could definitely use as well for the little pop. This is more dry brushing now. Yeah, so this is a colour I could use for my highlight part. But I could also use this nice blue. Still not necessarily completely dry yet. Squeaky seats around these caravans are not very comfortable. Not comfortable at all. My back hurts after a while. I do have like the ultimate desk chair at home, so I do miss that a bit. Okay, quite happy with this for now. I did say I was going to leave it, didn't I? And now I've gone back over on top of it again, but that's okay. Oh, got a bit of dry brush sort of texture there. Can I do the same thing here? I don't want to lose sort of definition and stuff. Okay. I'm going to leave it. Leave the green, Amber. Leave it alone. Okay, we're going to move on now to the white one. So the white one to me looks like it's got like purple for its definition. I'm going to see how this looks. It might not be dark enough. No. So, a little bit darker, shall we? Blue there. Too blue now. Let's add some pink or even the hot pink. Yeah, that's a much better colour. Might be too dark, but that's okay. Whoops. It's such a cool painting. Okay. I'll definitely go back and lighten this up in a moment, I think. I'm really hoping that painting today is going to give me the buzz, and like, you know, get me back on track with my art a little bit, because I just can't get back in the zone, honestly. I'm all right. So because of my paint and sip nights, I feel like I'm always thinking about it mostly, and all the art that I've done for that has felt not pressure, but I felt like I've had to create art for it to take me up to. I've got so, Amber, do better at talking. Calm down. So I run the paint and sip nights every 2 weeks. It's literally once a fortnight, and that is plenty for me, because just doing that has really taken up loads and loads of brain space, and I absolutely love it. But it's growing very quickly as well, so that is really good. I'm not moaning about that at all. But whereas I've usually had like between 10 and 20 people at every session, at the last session, which was just the other day, we had 30 people, and it just seemed like a lot of people all of a sudden, and it made it amazing, and it was really good. But this is why my voice is all croaky, because in a minute I'm going to have to sort out a mic, because the people in the back couldn't really hear me very well, I don't think. So that's why I've got to kind of shout a lot. So afterwards, it's just very exhausting, and I just don't feel like painting for days afterwards. So I'll have a couple of days where I don't really do any painting or anything much, and then I'll feel like painting, which is today. My paint and sip night was on Thursday, and then today is Saturday, so I'm back to doing this today, which is actually really nice, because it is nice to do stuff for yourself, isn't it? Um, and then my next paint and sip night is the 2nd of October. So I've got like just under 2 weeks. And I know I'm going to have this week and I'll be fine. And then as soon as the week comes, I won't want to do any painting again. So I'll have to prep for Splatter Natter, which is what it's called. So I have to practice the painting that we're doing a few times, so I can make sure I teach it properly. And I will be creating my Splatter Natter paintings as tutorials here on YouTube as well, because I just think it would be a shame not to. Some people who have come have also wanted to carry on with their painting at home, and I thought it would be nice if I could say, well, if you go on my YouTube channel, then you can find the tutorial and you can carry on painting at home, you know? So I think that would be quite a nice thing to do. I'm loving the colours on this top one. Doesn't it look cool? I think we need to do just a little bit of definition there in the middle. So my storage just then was full, and I've had to delete a load of stuff off of my phone. How annoying. I wish I had a camera at the moment, but I just don't. My camera broke. My husband tried to fix it, and made things slightly worse, I think. So I don't actually have a camera at the moment, but my phone's been pretty good. It's just now my storage is full, and I just hope that's not going to be annoying, you know. So I'm just adding in a little bit of darkness. I absolutely love this top pumpkin. It makes me very happy. I'm using a nice dark brown colour. I think it's called Sepia by Shinhan. A little bit of darkness here, and then I'm going to go in and add my Neocolors, which I'm really excited about, actually. I also do want to add in a little bit of something to the background, just because maybe I'll do that bit next. could use the Neocolors for the darkness. It's a very red colour that I've just added in there. It's okay. I've switched to my round brush just to make it easier for me to add in my details. Easier and quicker. It's a good job I caught that then, because I don't look at my phone all the time. Now I keep looking at it to make sure that it hasn't gone off, because that would be so annoying. I don't like the orange one as much, but I think that's because I've not really took my time. I just want to like have a bit of painting time today and not worry too much, you know. What colour should we do the background? Should we like I think, you know, I might do something crazy. Shall I do something crazy? Yep, I'm gonna do crazy. I don't want it to be everywhere. I want it to just be where it needs to go, because it's like I went too far over the edge here of this pumpkin. I'll do some light pink as well, might be nice. Because that hot pink is not necessarily opaque. I think this is going to look pretty cute. We'll see. I want to like have lots of dry brush effects. I think I quite like that. What do you think? I do love a bit of pink. So these are both shin hand colours, I think. This is so cute. I think this needs to be lighter, because just then the background was the same sort of value as the pumpkin, and it was not helping the pumpkin to really stand off of the paper. Okay, I think I've got the bug, guys. I think the bug is here. I'm looking forward to doing more autumnal. I always say autumnal. That is not the word. Autumnal. Autumnal. Okay. Definitely got the bug to do more on autumnal art. What should we do on this page? What would look good on the green? I also have 4 chances on each colour paper as well, because obviously I can work on the back. And there's 4 pages of each in this sketchbook. So it's quite exciting. Whoops. Whoops. Doing messy things now. Oh, this is so cute. I hope that when you watch my videos, you feel like you can be brave with your art because I be brave a lot and a lot of the time it pays off. Sometimes it doesn't, but I've got to be honest, most of the time it pays off being brave and um, trying things out. I always say, if you don't like it, don't worry. You just know what not to do next time. If you're in a sketchbook, you know, just turn the page and move on. It's easier said than done, believe me. I know. I always, you know, I've got a lot of sketchbooks that I've half worked in and then been like, oh, I've ruined it, you know, I can't never use the sketchbook ever again. There's a lot of sketchbooks like that I have, but there's also some that I have not let that mentality and mindset to do that with, you know. So like this one, for instance, I'm gonna practice and play with this one. My floral sketchbook that I did a sketchbook tour on not too long ago. That one, I just opened every single page. Some of the pages I loved, some of them I didn't love. So yeah, you really just have to be brave. And in the end, when you've got a finished sketchbook, the entire thing is just a work of art and a way to document your growth and your progress. And yeah, it's just really nice. You know, you look at a page and you're like, oh, I didn't like that. So that's why I obviously didn't do that bit again, you know. So I'm just going to get my Neocolors. Oh, do you know what I could try instead of Neocolors? My Caran Neo Art crayons. I've not used them very much, but I've got my Neocolors. I'm going to see how these go. If they layer nicely, then I'm going to just use these. So I've put them all back in their tin. These are not none of the anniversary colours or anything like that. I do have them. I have them here, but I just thought I'd use these for now. Most of these have got little. Most of them are in halves because I broke them all. Went on a rampage once for some reason. Well, I don't think these are going to layer. Maybe it needs to be dry first. I'm going to get my Caran d'Ache ones out and see if they layer. I've also got oil pastels here that I could try and soft pastels as well. Soft pastels are just so unnecessarily messy, aren't they? Yeah, the Neo Art crayons, which I haven't used much at all, but I want to use them more. So let's see. Let's get a dark one and try this. Are we layering? I think it's because my paper's still wet. I'm going to go for a moment and then come back when it's dry. And then we can try again because I don't know. I think it's just because the paper's wet while these are not layering. All of a sudden, it's got really, really dark. So I'm going to try and finish this up quite quickly. I've gone outside and wafted this into the wind, and I think that it is pretty much dry. Well, it's not pretty much dry, but I'm going to pretend it is. And it's working better. So I'm just going to do a couple of little Neocolor details on this now. I want it to have lots of movement and be really messy and stuff. So I think I need to use black for this. It's very, very dark down in that corner. I don't think I'll ever get a green and dark enough. Okay. Yeah, it was definitely because the paper was a bit wet. Really dark down here in this corner, so that's what I'm going to do. Also want to be careful that I don't ruin this because I do have a tendency to do that at the last moment. I've got terrible lighting in here at the moment. I just got my little this. It's just like a little, not a very good light, really. A little travel light. What if I use this light colour now? Yeah. Needs to be a little bit drier, I think, but it's getting dark. I need to go soon and make some dinner. Oh, do you know what? All of a sudden I want to put a bit of pink on this green one. Sometimes I just get the urge, to do stuff. We'll see. Oh yeah. This is one of those where you're like, is it going to work, or do we do it and don't do it next time? I wish it would lay out on there. This bit, that's what I really want. This bit here, I need to be a bit more defined. Should have got a candle because it's like spooky vibes in here now all of a sudden. Still haven't got all of my steps in yet today. I'm trying to do 10,000 steps a day because I've realised that I've not been doing very many steps, and I'm surrounded. I'm on a farm at the moment. I'm living on a farm, and I'm just surrounded by beauty all around me. And it would be a great shame if I did not go out and see it all every day, even if it's like bad, ugly weather. So I'm trying to do 10,000 steps. It's getting dark now. Okay, so you know what I need to do now then is white. I'm going to try the white out. Just add in a bit of this pink. And see if the white's going to work for my shine that I want to add here. And if not, I'm going to do it with my, no, it's not going to work. Oh, it will work on this side, not on that side for some reason. I want to add my shine to my pumpkin. Okay. Love it. These have added like a scribbly element to this, and I do quite like it. Oh, if I push hard enough, I'll get my shine. There we go. Add a little bit over there just because I actually want that bit and that edge to be quite dark, so. We've made this very scribbly. It's not gone the way I expected, let's put it that way, but I like it. Okay, the orange one now. So I've got these nice orange Neocolors. I think I need to do darker, actually. So whether to do it red or brown for my definition. I'm obviously going with red without thinking about it, right? Yeah, this is it. Cool. I bet my phone's going to fill up or something now, right at the end, and I've got nothing else I can delete. Maybe for Christmas this year I'll get a new camera. I think that would probably be the best thing to do. Any recommendations, people, on a camera? Not too expensive, just something that I can use for YouTube. If you've got any recommendations for me, that would be great. Please. I had before a little, just a little point and shoot camera, and it was actually ideal. It was perfect for what I wanted it for. Because I'm not really interested in having like being able to put all different lenses on and things like that. Um, my husband thinks that I should get one of those cameras because I'm always like changing my mind on what my new favorite hobby is. So he's like, what about in the future if you fancy doing photography? And then you don't have a camera that's good enough for it. And I was like, yeah, I suppose you're right, but also I like to try and save money and buy crap a lot of the time, and then I regret it. So any recommendations for me on like a just kind of like an all-rounder camera, really, one that I can take out and take nice photos with if I want, but mainly one that would be really good for YouTube. Don't worry about a mic or anything, because I've got mics. Now this is cute. What do you think? I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I know it's been a little bit, I don't know if I'm just being too hard on myself at the moment, which is, you know, one of my favorite things to do. But I feel as though I'm not very good at YouTube right now. I'm like struggling because I definitely keep putting my hair in the way of this camera, I think, right now. I'm struggling with like conversational things and things to say. And yeah, I don't know. You might not think so, but let me know if not, because it would do my uh confidence, self-confidence, a world of good right now. So if you think that I've still got it, then let me know, please, because I don't know why I'm either questioning myself and struggling. I can't even put a sentence together half the time right now. Well, this is good, putting these little green bits on here. This is fun. Dob, 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 dab, dab, you know. I think this pumpkin needs like this colour. Yeah. Just to lighten it up a little bit. That colour. Got this one as well, which is one that I haven't snapped in half, but I don't want to use that one. I want to use this one. Add a bit of like an orangey glow to this. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Where's my dark red gone that I just used? I don't know if this was the colour that I used, but that's the one I'm using now. I really love this. This is fun. White for my highlights. Now the paper has dried a lot more. This is layering much, much nicer. Just going to blend some of that white in a little bit. Okay, that middle one's done. Okay, now, so, oh, we can really have a bit of fun with this white one, finally. Let's finish this painting off. Oh, we've got these lovely pastel colours, haven't we? So definitely the purple, definitely this colour, I think. Maybe some of this peach colour there, which I've obviously lost the end for. Interesting. Have I? Or have I used it and put it somewhere else? Who knows? Okay, so yeah, we definitely want a bit of peach. It's like giving it like a glow. I'm gonna make sure it's nice and white too. So this has got some like darkish sort of dots here and there, this one. So you can tell, right, that I don't really think about my colours too much. I pick a colour, I try it. If I don't like it, I try something else, basically. That especially works when you're doing mixed media like this, because if you've got a bit more time than I have today, you can always go over the top of it, cover the bits up that you don't like. That's always really, you know, it's just a nice thing with mixed media is you've definitely got the ability to cover things up and just keep going and having fun. But yeah, I really do not think about my color choices loads, because sometimes a color that you don't think will look nice will look nice. Obviously, an understanding for me of like color theory and just a basic understanding, doesn't have to be a big understanding, but just a basic understanding of like which colors go nice together, etc. So for me, purple, orange and green, or purple, yellow and green, go so lovely together, and it's just the way things work, you know, like the way things work together. So a basic understanding of that will really help you out in life, or not in life, in art. But also, you don't have to do all that if you don't want to. Just have fun. Just have fun, please. It's literally the most important part about art for me. I've done enough art where I've not had fun, and it made me so miserable. This is supposed to be fun, what we're doing here, you know? See, I'm just picking up, I'm like, I need a brown. I'll pick up a brown, but I'm not looking. Is it the same brown as I used a minute ago? No. Does it matter? No. Okay, white now for this. It's annoying me. Where's that gone? Did I pick it up a minute ago? Okay, white. This is going to finish this right off. Just a little bit around this area. Do you know what we could do for this? I'm seeing it all of a sudden, is a bit of pink as well. Yep. Not too much. Don't want it to blend into the background or anything like that. And so we've put a bit of pink on there. Why don't we go crazy and add a little bit of blue onto the orange one? Do I like it? Do I like it? Not really. But an artist who I really love, Denise Love, she always says, if you try something and you don't like it, add it in other areas, because that means then it wasn't a mistake and it looks more intentional. And I really like that advice. So we're going to go all the way down to the bottom of that one. And this here is where it's at its lightest on the reference photo. So there we go. Just add in that again because I accidentally just went over it. There we go. Do I like it? I don't like this one very much. I think I've Done a bit of a weird shape. Try and fix the shape a little bit. Sorry about the lighting and stuff in this video, guys. Not a lot I can do about it other than do my work earlier in the day, or record my video earlier in the day, but that would require less procrastination. And I just don't know if I can do that right now. I love procrastinating. It's my favorite thing to do. I love reading my books. Cool. I'm not gonna keep messing about. Last thing. Just a couple of like little brown. Blend that out slightly with water. That actually. Just a couple of little brown dots, because this one does have this. Nope, don't like this, what I've done here. That's okay. This is it. It's made it better now. Yeah. But I also don't want it to take away really from the, whoops, from the painting. So I'm just going to blend that little blue. That little blue bit out a little bit. Okay, I'm done. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you, yeah, I guess that's all I've got to say. One other thing I need to do is get rid of this, because I always add these wraparounds to my sketchbooks, but this one is very, very long and it's really bloody annoying. So I'm going to get rid of that. I don't think the sketchbook really needs it, but oh, I love this. Look, if I take everything away, and we close the sketchbook and we open it and we flip, and we're going to see all of these nice spooky autumn paintings, and then we flip to this page and it just looks really cute and I love it. So I'm going to add the date in. What's the date today? 20th? 20th. 20th, 09, 25. There we go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week for another video. Okay, bye guys.